Hey guys, in this video we're going to be doing a comparison between Apple Maps and Google Maps. Now we're going to have Google Maps on the iPhone and Apple Maps on the iPad mini. So right off the bat, you guys can tell a pretty big difference in the cartography. They both chose very different styles. As you can tell, Google Maps shows a lot more details on roads, and in my opinion, it looks a lot easier and it's much easier to see the actual roads. Like on Apple Maps, I can barely freaking see the road, so I don't know what they were thinking with that. But as we zoom in a little bit further, you can see that they both show buildings here, and it seems like Google Maps are a little bit more detailed. And this is one thing that I did notice with Apple Maps is that these things are supposed to be 3D, but as I went into 3D mode, they weren't actually 3D, but in a lot of places it does work, in some places it doesn't work, and it seems like Google Maps has the 3D almost everywhere because they are definitely built out a lot more than Apple Maps has been. And as we go into satellite imagery, we can tell that they are pretty similar, but this is in the United States, and it seems like a lot of people living internationally in other countries are having a lot of problems with Apple Maps. So in the United States, it seems to work well, other places not so much. Now, other than getting people lost, the biggest complaint is that people lost Google Street View, which was a very detailed and an actual picture of your destination or anything you wanted to look at, but Apple used Flyover in favor of that. And as you can tell, we're doing a quick comparison here of Flyover versus Street View. Now, Flyover, you can obviously fly over anywhere you're going, but Street View, you're limited to the actual street view, but you can zoom in. Now, taking a quick look here at directions, you can tell that Google Maps displays it very, very well. It's very easy to read, and you can click on that little bottom tab there to get more options if you want, and you can actually look at the step-by-step turn list, and it's a very nice list here. You can also preview it, and this does support turn-by-turn directions, so this is kind of what it would look like while you're doing turn-by-turn. Now on Apple Maps, this is what the same route would look like. We're going to go ahead and choose a different route and hit start. Now if you do have a turn-by-turn enabled device, it will kind of look like this, and it will start navigation with Siri, but this is just what it looks like as a step-by-step. Traffic is available on both devices, and Google definitely wins this battle in my opinion, because when we enable it here, we can't even see any freaking traffic, but we can see construction, which is pretty cool. And as you can tell here, I was just comparing the exact same area, and you can tell there on the right, there is definitely detailed areas where you can see the traffic on every single road. But on Apple Maps, I couldn't see anything, so I don't know if they were having issues with their traffic sources, but there was definitely a clear winner there with Google Maps. Apple Maps, you can zoom in to see point of interest, and a lot of people are having a problem with these, that they're in the wrong place, that they're not there, addresses are wrong, and a bunch of other things. But it's basically what it looks like. You can pull up their card and see Yelp reviews. On Google Maps, it's pretty much the same thing. They're not... they're a little bit different because you can click on them and they don't show as much detail, but they do show the Google reviews and all the information. And of course, we can navigate directly to it if we want to, but as we click on the point of interest here, we can tell that a little card there shows up saying it would take me 27 minutes to get there, and it has the street view, and it's a pretty cool detailed card for Google Maps. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up this battle between Google Maps and Apple Maps. Now unfortunately I couldn't show you turn by turn because I can't just go out and drive and film both of these at the same time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Which one is your favorite? Be sure to let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.